Race, gender, religion, sexuality. We are all people, and that's all we are. We are all people. We were born in this world without having to choose where to live, what color race to have, what gender or what status we have. But we have a lot of things in common. We live in the same planet, breathe the same air, having the same 24 hours a day, and inside we're all the same. We have this full bone structure, and the blood that's in our vein is just the same. We're all human beings. We all have one cycle to live, and we have, please be cautious with our surroundings and to the people we come encounter with. It's so sad that George Floyd died because of the $20 fake, suspectedly fake, and then he ended up dying just because of that. Nobody deserves to die for just $20. It doesn't cost, it should not cost a life. That's why I'm together with other who's rallying about it. My heart goes to all of you. There should be no racism. We should put an end to racism. We are in 2020. We know that we should all be aware that there are different races, there are different sexuality, different religion. We have to respect each other and treat each other as human beings, not as what race they belong or what status they belong. So yes, Black Lives Matters. Everyone, all lives matters, you know. But it's really sad that that racism still exists in 2020. It's I could understand it in the history of the slavery, and then also, yeah, at that time they don't know anything. They don't know that it's actually, they didn't think that, oh yes, that's another human being, you know, because we are born poor. They were brought up that people treated that way. Well, we are in 2020. We should be smarter than the older generations. It's really sad, but I hope that you don't pay crime to another crime, because it's not going to stop. It's not going to justify what you're fighting for if you're just going to start another crime again just to prove your point, because it will not stop. If it's just crime and crime versus crime, then it will be just casualties. Well, in relation to the black people, we also have in our history, actually, we have our indigenous people. We call them aetas, just to refer to our Philippine history. Aeta, they look exactly like African, but the difference, they have like curly hair and dark skin. But the difference is with aetas, they're very short. There's like 4 feet or less, and they have this nose. You know, that's why we know they're our aetas, because they have this wide nose. So we are, I believe in our history when I was young, that we started from them. You know, that's why we got the tan color, because as we believe in the old days that these are our first set of Filipino people. They're the aetas. In Tagalog, we call them ita. So, yes. But there still exists in Philippines. There's still some indigenous people. Some of them live on mountains. Some of them are still not using electricity or internet. They're still living very simple life. Like they they used to be in the old days, you know. Maybe some of them are still not wearing clothes like we now wear. So, you know, we also experience racism wherever we go. But I hope that this, what happened to George Floyd, will learn that we should treat each other as human. We should not treat each other as another race. You know, that we are stronger race than others. You know, we should lose that mentality. It's we should not. There should be no more life to lose before we realize that to treat each other nicely and to treat each other as human being. So that's my point in Black Lives Matters. I hope that we all stay safe and we all treat each other nicely. Bye.